Welcome,
Welcome.
Housewives of True Crime.
How are you?
Oh, I'm just dandelion.
You are, because I was just talking to you 2 minutes ago and it sounded like Suck City. Sounds like you are busy selling stuff in hot ass Texas on Facebook Marketplace and
Yeah, that's what I'm doing actually.
and going to doctor's office and shit.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh. So
thinking, I'm glad I didn't ride the Texas train because I just pulled my ass off the beach.
I
Yo.
know that sounds lovely. Listen, okay. So speaking of selling shit, I am selling stuff and I had this one woman coming to get something. So I tell my husband, you have to go to storage unit to get this something so that you can meet this lady at 1 o'clock. Somehow he misses you have to go to the storage unit to get that something. So he texts me and he's like, hey, your lady showed up at 1 o'clock, but the stuff's not here. I'm like, yeah, I already told you that. I also texted you that because I know that sometimes when I say something, it goes in one ear, out the other ear, and
Uh-huh.
then I never
Uh-huh.
actually really
Uh-huh.
said it, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, that didn't go over so well. So I think my marketplace rating is just about to go down. I'm like, she's gonna give me a bad rating.
Oh, snap. I haven't checked my Uber in a minute.
Sean was like, remember we were looking at those for a long time. Sean was
Yeah.
like, can you follow me over to my storage unit and I can get it for you? And he's like, yeah, she wouldn't do that. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she didn't want to get killed, Sean.
I wouldn't do it either, dude.
Smart
Like,
lady.
I
First of all,
know.
I like it that she showed up on time, ready to complete her purchase. They don't always be
Mhm.
doing that when you sell stuff online.
Well, I've had
And
that
she's
too.
smart enough to not follow the man, never go to the second location.
Yeah, right. I know. So totally. I was like, Sean, that does not, I would never. I'd be like, dude, I'm out. I don't need your $15 vacuum. Okay. But I have also been like, I haven't gotten scammed because I'm aware of scammers, but I have gotten where, hey, I'm coming to pick it up and then they just don't show up. And it's like, fuck you. I don't need that $25 that bad.
Yeah. So you think they maybe want to steal your identity or
I
murder you
know
or
there's
something. That's
people,
why they don't show up.
yeah, because I have most people coming to the storage unit because I'm like, I don't want you coming to my house.
No, that is smart. I've been to a lot of people's houses. Every time I've bought something off Facebook, I've gone to their house. And every time I find something, my husband is always like, "Oh, we got to get in the car right now. Like there's a race." I'm like, "I don't know that there is a race to get that,
Something.
$30 dresser or whatever it is." Like we're
Well,
fine. Like,
if it's good, dude, it is. Like, so I sold something for way too cheap because I got 200 people that wanted it in a matter of like minutes.
ooh, that is crazy. Now I want it.
And then I went like the guy that wanted, or the woman that picked it up, she was like, I can come tomorrow. So I was like, okay, I'll hold it for you. No problem. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Another person was like, I'll pick it up right now. Sell it to me. I'll pick it up right now. I
Yeah.
was like, no, I already told this lady. She doesn't come tomorrow. It's yours.
Well, that's good.
But
I appreciate that. I'm loyal to people. I have to,
me
unlike
too.
when I've sold cars, like, yeah, it's yours, but you have to come because I got all these other people. And I'm not just saying that to be like one of those people that's
I
gonna,
know.
up the price. But yeah, I mean, it's good,
Yeah.
it's good karma. You
Yeah.
know what I have
Hopefully.
bad karma about, Tab?
What?
Sunburn.
Okay, dude, if you guys are watching on YouTube, you shouldn't because when she got on right now, I was like, girlfriend, you got a sunburn.
Yeah, I have makeup on my face. That's why it doesn't, but I am sunburned on my body. But the worst is the children. I
There's
mean,
sunburn. Are you?
okay, so I took them to the beach yesterday and I didn't have my regular sunscreen, but I found a tube of sun balm or whatever that shit is. It was probably expired. I don't know. Shit did not work. My kids got
It doesn't ever
so
work.
they got so fried and under the eyes, so
Oh,
bad.
so bad.
Then I knew some fun moms were going to the beach today. So I was like, you guys, you're going to get some more sun exposure. So I gave them like the zinc tube at the house and they put it on before they left.
Yes. So you have to do that. So the Hello
Yeah.
Bello zinc is the
Yeah.
best. It's
So,
like a
I mean, they look
one-time
like
application.
nerds
Yeah,
because
who
they like
cares?
covered their face in blue. And
Oh, you did
then,
that one. That's like,
oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they did that. And then at one point, my friend turns to me and is like, what is your daughter doing? Because Willow keeps reapplying. And I told her, you have to wait 2 minutes before you can get back in the water.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, isn't it like 30? I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, you're like, no,
Um,
it's not 30 minutes. Come on. It
she's
actually
just
only lasts
standing there
for 30
counting
minutes.
the seconds. She's just counting by, or like she's that nuts about
Oh my
like
gosh,
it.
that's so funny.
Oh my
Working
God.
because you've traumatized them. Good
Oh,
job.
she brings the green aloe with her to the beach too. So she can, heal the burn in between layers of sunscreen since I burnt her so much. So I wanted to prove a point today that you don't even need that shit. So I didn't wear any at all.
And now you're fried.
Yeah, I mean a little.
Gretchen, you're a bad mom.
Yeah,
This is a bad
I
mom
know.
fail moment. Okay. She's
Is
not perfect,
it?
people. Not
I
that we
feel
ever thought
like
you
we
were,
didn't.
but
I feel like we didn't wear that much sunscreen when we were kids. We did all right,
we didn't wear probably any. I don't
right?
remember wearing it, but I'm sure I did at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
my grandparents had that bullfrog in Havasu. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. Well, my friend,
Mhm.
she's like a doctor and she recommends the blue lizard. She told me I need to get on that train
Yeah.
and you would
Well,
like it. It's like no chemicals or something.
yes. Did you tell her Hello Bella has a great one also?
I did.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah. You can tell her yourself.
I will tell her when I come to
Mhm.
see you eventually.
Eventually, someday. Uh-huh. Okay, let's get to it, yeah?
Get to it.
Today's crime is a real doozy, Tab. It is a listener suggestion from Bella Mirza. Hope I'm
Bella.
saying that
Another
right.
Bella?
I know. Yeah, another Bella.
It's
It's a
not the
nice
same
name.
one.
Maybe, but I mean, I just write it down.
You've done two cases for Bellas.
Yeah.
Oh no. I think you said last time that you were doing the case from Bella,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. That makes
I
sense.
was
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
wait, how did you like two Bellas would have been bananas, but maybe I
No,
can't
okay.
remember.
I don't know.
Okay,
We
I
can't
just
remember.
told
Okay.
somebody last night, they were like, do you remember this case that you did? My friend Liz. And I'm like, girl, seriously? Like I do so many cases, they kind of go
Liz, you should
in
ask
one
me because
ear.
I probably
You do.
remember.
You probably do. But I was like, it goes in one ear, it goes out my mouth, and then it goes away.
She brain dumps. Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Thanks,
Okay.
Bella.
Well, thanks, Bella. Okay. Today's crime is Ruja Ignatova, aka the Crypto Queen.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, before you go thinking some crypto fraud is going to be boring, I promise it's not. Let me tell you, when I started looking into this, I could not believe that I had never heard of this woman before. Her con only rivals Bertie Madoff in terms of dollar bills, and she is currently the only woman on the FBI's most wanted list.
That's
Between,
incredible.
well, listen, there's only been like 11 ever. So it's an honor just to be nominated, but she made the cut, made the top 10. Okay.
Had
So
I been
between two,
nominated to be in the FBI Academy, which I was really hoping to do so,
oh, did you get kicked out of that?
I'm on
That
the
didn't
wait
happen.
list. I'm on the wait list.
On the wait list.
But
Okay.
it's not going to
Okay.
happen because I think it had to be like, I don't know, it's like next month. So I don't think I made it, but I'm going to apply again.
Keep trying.
I'm
Keep the
going to
dream
keep trying.
alive. Okay.
And
If
I'll
anybody didn't know, Tab, what the FBI is some like
academy here.
citizen academy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, between 2014 and 2016, this lady, Ruja, conned people out of an estimated $4 billion.
Oh,
4
wow.
billion is a lot, but some global estimates are more like $15 billion. And she did it in just 2 years, Tab, and then poof,
She's
disappeared.
vanished.
Yes. I suspect part of why most Americans have not heard of this woman was because her cryptocurrency was not a huge deal here like it was in other countries, but her scam spanned over 100 countries. But I
Girl.
also suspect, oh, yeah, she's a scammer. I also suspect that part of why we have not heard of her is because unlike Bernie Madoff, her victims were not famous. They were ordinary citizens, many of whom have been left penniless and without the means to get justice, which in my opinion makes her the worst.
Mhm.
Like she's the devil. From what I have read, if you met her in the days when she was pushing her crypto, she would look you in the eye, shake your hand, and tell you, go ahead, sell your farm, home, business, whatever. she would just gain your trust and ensure a return, knowing full well there was no truth to any of the words coming out of her mouth. She is that savage.
She's evil. Okay, so
Evil.
is she pretty?
Yes.
She is. And she looks businessy.
She looks businessy. She is from Bulgaria originally.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to get into all of her background and everything, but so she's got the nice olive skin, big lips. She wears like a signature red lipstick. She always looks very refined.
Put together.
Yeah. Okay. So to understand how her con worked, first, kids, we need to learn a little crypto for dummies. At least I did. Okay. So how cryptocurrency works is currencies are based on what they call a blockchain. A blockchain is a long sequence of numbers, and every time crypto is sold or used, it's recorded on the blockchain of numbers. So every transaction is connected to the chain. So it cannot be manipulated, fraudulated, because it's all very complexly connected and everyone can see it happening. So without a blockchain, you do not have a cryptocurrency. You just don't.
Okay.
Without a blockchain, you can sell what you call a currency and you can keep track of what is bought and sold in a database, but it's essentially meaningless because you just have the data and no blockchain. And so there's no way to stop someone from hackification, fraudulation, etc. Right? You're just keeping records of meaningless, in and out transactions.
Who's doing that though? Who's keeping track? Like you or she is?
Well, I'm just saying, if you are saying you're selling a cryptocurrency and you do not have a blockchain, then you have a database. Then you don't have a cryptocurrency. The currency cannot hold value. One of the smartest things I read when researching all of this was if you buy crypto and you don't know what a blockchain is, you are not investing, you are gambling.
Okay.
You got to know the basics, right? Okay. So the blockchain system of accountability is what makes crypto revolutionary because it's so sophisticated. Again, it makes it so it cannot be hackified,
right? Or hacked.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously there's more to crypto than that, but I think if we can just all grasp that concept, we can like continue with this episode.
The concept is if you buy,
you have to have
better
a
have a blockchain.
Yeah, you better have a blockchain. Okay. So also I'm tech challenged, but if you really want to go on, get some knowledge, go on YouTube and it'll make you feel real smart. I really enjoyed finally understanding how it all works, the mining, all that, like I'm with it. Okay.
I still have no idea. I do have some crypto though, a very small portion of a blockchain, I'm assuming, because I have like one piece of one crypto.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we all get it. Blockchain. That's the key, right? Okay. Well, guess what Ruja never had?
Did she not have any blockchain?
She did not have a blockchain. Okay.
So
this bitch started a company. Yes. To sell an imaginary cryptocurrency. And you're going to love this part, Tab, by means of MLM, multi-level marketing.
Brilliant.
So you had to buy crypto through packages. These multi-level marketing representatives were selling. It's just a freaking pyramid scheme. Like most MLMs are, but
this is amazing.
Not all. Okay, but this is genius. Yes.
There's not even anything to sell.
No, there's no ugly leggings, no Tupperware. There's just nothing.
There's nothing. There's actually there's not even a sequence of numbers. There's
nothing. Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. Okay. So
do we give her a pass just because that's like seriously like the best?
I think we're not going to give her a pass because you're going to hate her.
Okay.
You're going to hate her extra. Okay. So MLM, multi-level marketing and packages that's not how you buy crypto, like ever. And so crypto savvy people saw through this, like right away and just didn't purchase it because it didn't make any sense to them. But the thing is that Ruja didn't target crypto savvy people. This was 2014 to 2016 when the rest of us were just starting to hear stories about this thing called crypto and the
Bitcoin.
people that invested and got rich overnight
Yeah.
because they bought Bitcoin at the beginning. Yeah. So Ruja called her currency OneCoin the Bitcoin killer.
Mm.
Like it was going to overtake, Bitcoin.
And it was called OneCoin?
It was called OneCoin. Yes.
Okay.
You could just invest in OneCoin, but if you wanted to make your friends and family rich too, then you could be a representative and then you got a percentage. 60% of the commission would go, you would get back in like dollars, and 40% would go back into OneCoin. But most people just reinvested their commissions, right?
Yeah, why not? If it's growing that much, you're like, shoot.
Yeah, I'm just
going.
going to keep on doing it. Yeah, okay. So there were OneCoin events all over the world to pump people up to sell more and more and kill Bitcoin with the promise that they would all be rich when OneCoin went public. And OneCoin spread like wildfire through countries like Uganda and Palestine. And at these events, Ruja would take the stage with pyrotechnics behind her. She would come out on stage and they would play, "This girl is on fire," stuff like that. Okay.
God, yeah.
And she's just dripping with diamonds. The crowd is roaring.
Oh my God. Everybody wants to be Ruja.
Yeah. Okay. So
they still do, by the way, because she is
still,
like living some fancy ass
right.
life.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah. Let's not glorify the crime. Okay. So representatives that attended
it's bad.
events,
It's really bad.
It's really bad. Okay.
It is. Yeah.
These representatives that attended events learned how to do things like target farmers after harvest when they have money. Those hardworking farmers whose humble lifestyles are based on like generations of, farmers before them. Let's go after them at the one time a year where they have money. Heartless.
Oh my God.
Another strategy was to recruit pastors as representatives.
Pastors, like people that pray.
Yes.
Preach the gospel. Okay.
Like, because they already have a captive audience and people trust them.
Yeah.
So let's get them to, buy into this and devastate their whole, congregation.
That is so awful.
Okay. So not everybody can make it to these big events, but if you couldn't go, you could watch them on the internet and be part of the Facebook groups where they promoted the whole OneCoin, one community. And it became like a cult. If anyone questioned the legitimacy of OneCoin, they would be harassed until they backed down. Members were told that criticizers were just scared Bitcoin enthusiasts or disgruntled former employees or just plain haters. I mean, they really put out statements that said they're just haters.
They're trolls.
Yeah. One of the people who tried to blow the whistle on OneCoin was a man that OneCoin had tried to hire. Okay. They offered him a position to create a blockchain. And when he looked into the very lucrative position, he figured out right away this was not legit and it was impossible for him to create a blockchain for a currency that's already being sold, right? He says if he could do it again, he wouldn't have spoken up at all because all of these people that are members of the OneCoin community threatened his life.
Oh my gosh.
There was just no convincing these people because maybe they did not know exactly how cryptocurrency worked, but they assumed that people at like Forbes magazine knew, and Ruja was on the cover.
Holy moly.
Well, Tab, looks can be deceiving. What Ruja did was she bought 3 pages of ads with one page to strategically look like a magazine cover in Bulgaria Forbes. And then she digitally circulated the quote cover all over OneCoin forms. So then, so it's this picture like she's been on the cover of Forbes
But she
anywhere.
wasn't.
But she wasn't.
Oh my
It was a
gosh.
paid advertisement, which Forbes has verified, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So then all these people are building her up like she's the next, Elon Musk or something,
Mhm.
So they think that she is this new tech hero. And also, they think she's amazing because she's preaching that the reason why you people are poor is because the banks are making you poor and we are going to crush them. We are the Bitcoin killer. And in most of these countries, the people don't trust the bank
Yeah.
or the government. So the idea of a cryptocurrency
Was
that they had
yeah.
control of being brought to them by a woman, okay? I mean, it speaks a lot that it was a woman who was preaching she's for the people. It's an easy sell.
Yeah.
So there is this website called Behind MLM that reviews MLMs all over the world. It is not the most impressive website at first glance, but I'm definitely impressed with the amount of work that they have put in to connect the dots and expose MLM schemes. They began writing about OneCoin, and it caused people to warn OneCoin buyers that belong to online groups. Like, it got vicious.
Mhm.
So these people would read, people who follow this MLM website would go onto OneCoin forums and try to tell them this is a
Like, this is
scam.
not
And
real.
yes. And they tried to explain to them there's no blockchain. There is no currency. And the OneCoiners would respond with that they had been told that the blockchain was kept secret, so it couldn't be misused by criminals. So, I mean, it's like you have a question, they got an answer.
Yeah.
Okay. And they all believed when it went public, they would all be rich. There was even a point where Ruja announced that there was going to be a new blockchain put into place. And when she did this, everyone's coins would be doubled.
Double.
Yeah. People who really wanted to help these people that had been sucked in tried to give them like a lesson in economics. Like, it doesn't work that way. You can't just double the value of a currency because you want to.
Well, I would think if you created another one, it would be half the amount, not double the amount.
I mean,
right?
I don't really know, but it's like, yeah, no, it doesn't.
Well, if you make more money, then
right.
the amount, the like value of your money is less, right? Because that's how it works. So
Right.
yes, I think the people that she was going after are a little bit
they're not
savvy.
They were so attached to the idea that they were going to have financial freedom that they would have believed anything.
Well,
Yeah,
also
so,
what happens if you poured your life savings? Like, there's like a part of you that's probably
you
just
do
like,
not know.
I can't even go there to the point where if you tell me this is a fraud, like,
yes, you can't bring yourself.
I can't bring myself to even think that way.
Yes. And listen, I get it. I feel for them. Who wants to accept that a woman who is a legit Oxford graduate, she holds a PhD in international law, would target the most vulnerable people in the world so boldly that she would purposely financially devastate them? They even sent representatives to schools so that the children would come home and tell their parents, buy OneCoin so we can be rich like everyone else is going to be. I mean, how can you blame them for not wanting to imagine it was even possible for someone to have such a diabolical plan? The truth is, it's so diabolical. It's like evil genius.
How much did people have to invest? Like, what was the minimum investment and what was the maximum?
Okay, I think the minimum was around $1,000.
Okay.
And it went on up.
Yeah. And did anybody make any money? Like, was anybody getting
okay, so the
paycheck?
only people that made any money were the people that were selling it to other people, because if they would make a percentage of their commission. Like, they would make a commission for selling a package of pretend coins to somebody else.
Okay.
But most people didn't even make that because they would just reinvest whatever that money would be.
Okay.
Okay. So the question is, Is Ruja the true mastermind or not?
Is there somebody
Right?
else? Is there?
I will tell you, she is linked to Eastern European organized crime. So, I mean, that's pretty fucking scary, right? Like, gone are
Yeah.
the days when organized crime was all like loan sharking and corrupting labor unions. Now we're talking about billion-dollar scams at the people's expense. And now she has enough money to stay hidden forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So I will
4 to
tell you,
15 billion. That could do it.
yeah, that'll do it. Okay. I will tell you about how Ruja has stayed hidden and how she has been able to retain her massive wealth. But first, let me tell you about how this monster came to be. She was born in Bulgaria and immigrated with her family to Germany when she was 10. She lived with her parents and her younger brother, Constantine, in a small apartment. Her father sold tires. So just, average,
Average.
humble beginnings. Yeah. Okay. Her former classmates and teachers say she was always brilliant. She spoke 6 languages and
Wow.
was a stellar student, but she didn't have a lot of friends. Her classmates say she was arrogant, like she always thought she was hot shit. I mean, it kind of sounds like she was,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. She met her future husband, Bjorn, in law school. Did I mention she's the same age as you? She was born in 1980.
No way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she did
You
this.
could
So
be
she was
missing with
30. So she was 36 in
when
2016.
she,
So 34 to
yeah.
36 when she did this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So anyhow, the story goes that she was working in some capacity for the banks. And then in 2008, when the financial crisis happened, she was out of a job and she was pissed. Okay. So in 2009, Ruja and her father bought a German metallurgic factory.
What the heck
is
is
a
that?
metallurgic factory, you ask?
Yeah.
Well, it has something to do with
How you say it? Metallurgic?
I don't know, probably wrong. Everybody's gonna write me. But it has something to do with converting coal into energy to make steel and iron and make some industrial molds. Okay. It's very
Okay.
hard work.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is a trade that is passed down from generations in this small town in southern Germany where the factory was located. Ruja and her father got a loan and convinced the owners of the factory that, they wanted to see the factory thrive. Once she was in control, she hired a consulting company, which was herself, and paid herself with factory monies. She then refused to upgrade or even maintain the factory and basically ran it into the ground. And then one day the workers showed up at the office and all the computers were gone, along with anything of value. And they were told Ruja had sold the factory to someone for $1.
Oh,
Okay. The
okay.
aftermath of this was 140 families in this town were devastated.
Yeah.
What is worth noting about this incident is that Ruja's mother and father were very present at the factory. And so it sure seems like they were all part of this plan to fraudulate. So imagine they show up there all the time. They get to know these people that are just getting by, just like they had for so many years in their little apartment, to raise
Yeah.
Ruja and her brother. And then they conspire to just totally rat fuck them.
So where did the parents go after this?
I don't know exactly where they went right after that. They did not face legal repercussions, but Ruja actually did face some repercussions for her actions, but not real big ones. She was convicted of fraud in Germany in 2012 and was given a fine of 18,000 euros and a 14-month suspended sentence, or what we refer to as just probation.
Okay.
I would say such a lax sentence for her fraudulation did not give her a moment of pause for reflection on like how to make money and not be evil.
No, this sounds like she went right
No.
into
I
like,
think,
she's like, if I could do this, I could do so much more than
and
this.
that's all I got. 18,000. I mean, you know how much money she walked away with? It fueled her is what it did.
Yeah.
So in November that year, she attended a cryptocurrency seminar in Singapore where she spoke about a crypto-based pension plan. Her concept at the seminar, didn't gain momentum, but it was at that convention where she met Sebastian Greenwood, who would soon become her business partner. Sebastian's background was in MLMs. And so that is how the OneCoin crypto scam plan was hatched. With the way MLMs work, there were some people who, because they got in early, were at the top of the pyramid. And so I shouldn't say no one made money, because there were a few people who made money, and those people got very rich.
Okay.
Because it works as like a downline.
Yeah, they're making what these other people are. They're making a portion.
A very small percentage. Okay.
But they're probably millionaires.
Oh, yeah. So Ruja, was living the life of luxury, and she, OneCoin is thriving, whatever. Yeah. She decided to have a child with her husband, Bjorn. There are reports from OneCoin employees that after she had the child, she was less available, less focused, which is normal, I think. But I don't think it was just her new daughter that began to cloud her 200 IQ brain. Okay. I think it was also new dick. That's right. She started banging one of her employees, a man named Gilbert, in 2017. Gilbert was married too. Ruja used Gilbert to move money around. Notably, he wired $85 million from OneCoin into his personal account. They were making plans. That's a lot of money. They were making plans to leave their spouses and run off together. But something happened to lead Ruja to believe that maybe Gilbert still had love for his wife. She had to be sure. So, what does a suspicious woman do with no budget to find out what's going on with their side dick and his wife? Let me tell you. She buys the apartment below them and hires private investigators to live there and drill holes into his apartment above her,
so they can hear
listening devices.
Yeah.
Okay. She did not like what she heard, Tab. And I can actually play you some of her reaction, because what Ruja did not know was that at the time she was listening in on Gilbert, the government was listening in on him. Basically,
on her?
Gilbert. No, the government was listening in on Gilbert, not OneCoin related. Okay. Basically, Gilbert had committed some shady fraudulation before he ever met Ruja.
Oh.
So they're already spying on him.
And what government? Our government or some other government?
There are so many governments involved. I will get into at the end, like what our government's role in all of this is now, but it is very complicated. Okay. Yeah, it's international. This might be our first international crime.
Yes.
Breaking barriers.
I mean, we've done other crimes in other countries, but not one that maybe, we have. Okay.
But this one is multi-international. That's what I mean. Multi-international.
Big.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways. Okay. So he committed these crimes before Ruja, but when he got brought in exchange for a plea, he gave up Ruja and OneCoin. Okay, so I'm going to.
He knew if he gave her
$85 million into his account. He knows. Yeah, he knows. Okay. So I'm going to play you some of her phone call with him, because it is unfucking believable.
Gilbert, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, really? I never thought that you're like a spineless asshole, are you?
Well, the big issue right now is...
No need. I don't want to hear it, because it's actually very clear. It's just like shit, like everywhere, just dirt. It's disgusting, actually. So, I think, So let's do Paris somehow with grace, and then do whatever needs to be done. There's no need for you to be in a situation like this, dear. Like, you obviously are not... there's no point for you, for me, for anyone, or for her. Like, poor woman. Like, poor me. Like, I don't want people to lie to me. I throw up. Do you understand? I throw up my dinner. I don't want this anymore. I know people are assholes. I know people can be weak. I know people can do a lot of things to get what they want or whatever, but I don't deserve this, and she does not deserve this, and whatever you think you are, that you're smarter than anyone, it's not. You understand? It's just not. It's not cool. There's one thing that's called personal integrity. Google it. It might be good. I don't want to be with a person who has no personal integrity and who is just like saying bad things behind my back.
Okay, personal integrity? Really, Earl? Really?
She doesn't even have it herself. What the hell?
I mean, unbelievable. Okay, so around the same time that this was going down, Ruja was a no-show at a big OneCoin event, and it's speculated that that's because she had inside sources everywhere that tipped her off that the man, like, the man
Yeah.
was onto her.
Was watching her.
Yes. So she put her exit strategy into place and bounced. She boarded a Ryanair flight to Athens and vanished. But someone
With her kid?
We don't really know. No, I don't think her kid was on the flight.
Okay.
But I'll
we
get
don't
into
know
the kid.
where
Okay.
her kid is. Okay.
We don't know where her kid is. No, we don't know. Someone has made it their mission to find her. A BBC journalist named Jamie Bartlett. He did a podcast called The Missing Crypto Queen, followed by a book. I recommend them both.
Yeah.
I recommend Jamie in general. Let me tell you, I never knew I could fall in love with a man bun. I have
But
love
you
for
did.
Jamie. Yeah, I did. He is so smart and funny. And I love an
The accent. Yeah.
So it's working for me. Okay. So I owe much of the info I have given to you from Jamie's investigative reporting, but I also got some good shit from reports from the Department of Justice. So Ruja bounced, and Jamie writes that his sources tell him that she was helped by a drug smuggler known across the world as the Cocaine King. And he's been helping her move around ever since. The FBI reports they believe her appearance has largely changed because she's had like muchas plastic surgery and dyes her hair now blonde.
I would say that.
Which makes me wonder if she still wears her signature red lipstick and cat eye eyeliner. I mean, she has some serious DSL lips, right? So, I mean, did she deflate them and now wears like peachy nudes? And,
I don't know.
sports the like more is less look, because that would
be hard to
me
do
kind of
that,
happy, because
right?
I feel like that would kind of kill her a little bit inside to have to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Especially if you have, if you would naturally have those beautiful lips, so people don't.
I don't know if they were natural.
Oh, you don't
but
think so?
I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe not.
It's
I don't
questionable.
know.
Okay. So obviously she jetted off just in the nick of time and left her cohorts behind. And she missed her offices being raided. When she disappeared in 2017, her brother Constantine was left in charge. Okay, Constantine did not get the brainiac genes. Ruja did. He had worked for her in the capacity as a security guard and like probably shady errands. Constantine has neck tattoos and posts a lot about partying.
Okay.
Not to be too judgy, but he's no Ruja. Okay.
Right.
And so it's not really surprising that he didn't manage, to evade the international investigation. Okay. In March 2019, he was arrested at LAX and charged with wire fraud. He pled guilty to wire fraud and is still awaiting sentencing. He is likely in the witness protection program because his whereabouts are not known. Like he's not listed on any of the, prison databases. Okay.
Yeah.
He is spilling the tea.
Oh,
He
is.
testified for 3 days at the trial for Ruja's lawyer, all about the elaborate parties, the people involved, the obscene amounts of wealth, like yachts, diamonds. And he cried. He cried, Yeah, this is really sad about it. It's all gone now. Yeah. Okay. Gilbert, remember Ruja's, side boo.
Yeah.
He pled guilty to extortion and wire fraud in 2018. But remember, he had like a cooperation agreement because he gave up Ruja. So he only got 5 years.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Sebastian Greenwood, the OneCoin co-founder, the MLM side of the evil plan, was arrested in Thailand in 2018 and extradited to the US, and he is still awaiting sentencing, but he faces a maximum of 60 years. So it's not looking so good for him.
I wonder if he's trying to make a plea deal or something. They're like trying to find her or something.
I mean, yeah,
like
he
why
should
is
do that.
he still?
He should give her up, yeah, and get a reduced sentence or something.
Yeah.
Not that I sympathize with him because I mean, she was the face, but he was behind it too, and it was fucking evil. Okay, so as of May this year, 2023, Bjorn, Ruja's husband, well now ex-husband, was charged with money laundering in Germany. In 2019, Ruja was charged in absentia in the US for wires fraud, securities fraud, and money laundering. And in 2022, she was added to the FBI's most wanted list. So information about Bjorn, the husband, and the daughter that they had in 2016 is elusive. Like I couldn't even find anything with the daughter's name on it.
No way.
People say like the daughter exists, but yeah, I mean, she was very careful. She did not. I think she knew like to never put out her name. No, I believe she exists, but Ruja knew not to put anything that would make her traceable.
Wow.
Findable.
But the husband is he in prison? Bjorn?
He was charged, but he has not been tried yet. He was only charged like pretty recently.
Okay.
This year. Okay. And just in Germany. So Jamie, the BBC guy, reported speaking to people that they can't imagine that Ruja would have not made arrangements for her daughter to be taken care of. And like, she's got to be in communication with her. So where the fuck is she? And how is she accessing all that money? I mean,
where was the
tracking all your money? Okay. Different places. Okay. Well, because you would think they would freeze that shit, right? Like her assets, the mansions, the whatever.
Right, there's so like first, stuff everywhere.
Okay. Everywhere. Listen, where is the money? Ironically, it is speculated that she actually has even more money than is imaginable because she bought a shit ton of Bitcoin.
She was actually buying her own cryptocurrency.
Yeah, fucking bitch, right? Okay. So, okay. Also, there's this whole thing with her and this sheik, okay, who is, you know what a sheik is? It's like a royal family.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Middle Eastern
countries. Yes. Okay. Okay. So there's this whole thing with her and the sheik. What is reported is that she basically transferred a bunch of money to a Dubai bank and made a deal with him over there for Bitcoin valued at $50 million to get a lot of her cash unfrozen because she had anticipated this whole thing happening, which did. Okay. They froze a bunch of her money. Okay. And apparently the sheiks over there tell the government what's up. And all he had to do was write a letter saying that he thought it was in the country's best interest to release the funds. So they did, right? But then he asked that they hand over the funds to him. Okay. And it sounds like what happened is he wouldn't release the funds to Ruja, and Ruja wouldn't give him the password for the Bitcoin, which is valued at more than $50 million now, like 15 billion. At its high, okay, it's a measly 5 billion currently. Okay.
Oh my
So
God.
he's like trying to like sue her and like shit. And she's
But nobody even knows where she is.
she's like, fuck it. You can keep the 50 million. I'm keeping the 5 billion. You know, she's screwing him too. Okay. So he's mad at her and he is suing and he's trying to get her assets in Dubai. She's got mansions over there, you know.
Oh my God.
So that part is like ongoing, but it just shows us she figured out how to, you know, access the money part, you know. In an interview that Jamie did with an FBI agent, he explained that Ruja, you know, has ties to criminal organizations globally. So you can imagine that they are just all helping her stay afloat, and she is compensating them largely for their help to move her around. So it would be so fucking amazing if she got caught, because then the government and hopefully governments would get some money back. And then, you know, they do give it back to the victims. There have been 2 recent hits about where she could be. One was a yacht employee responded to a post about anyone recognizing this woman in like some kind of yachty employee forum. Okay. He said, yes, she goes by the name Jura, which is her name backwards.
Oh.
So, right. Okay. And she's on 3 computers
Or
all
not
day.
backwards, but kind of like mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's on 3 computers all day in her room and talks nonstop about crypto.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Do we believe it?
I don't know. But when asked where his yacht was, he declined to say because he said, I don't want to get her into any trouble, but he didn't know what she did. So like, that's pretty bananas. Okay.
Yeah.
But most recently in January 2023, a penthouse apartment for 15 million euros was listed for sale in London. It was listed as the seller being one of Ruja's many shell companies. And normally that would be enough to keep her name off public record and not raise any alerts. But some transparency law changed in the UK, stating that the beneficial new owner specifically had to be named, and her lawyers that were selling it named her as the beneficiary. So it's not clear what the course of action will be in regards to the apartment at this moment, but it was taken off the market. There are images of it before it was taken down, like the, you know, fancy real estate photos, right?
Yeah.
It is a sick apartment. Okay.
I'm sure 15 million.
There is a freaking Andy Warhol
like
over
a real
the
one.
fireplace, like a real one. Okay.
Oh my God.
And it's supposedly it was used as one of her favorite places to keep art. Who knows what treasures are behind those penthouse doors?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. She knew how to spend the money. There is a $100,000 reward for information that leads to her whereabouts. I mean, so be on the lookout, people. Also, sadly, I joined a Facebook group for people still holding on to the OneCoin dream.
Oh no.
There's a lot of people out there
they like
that think she's going to reappear and make it go public if they don't want to give it up.
No way.
She's
Life not coming back.
I mean, the devastation that this has caused is people who went back to their village and were like, everybody's got to do this. And they all became financially devastated. Like those people killed themselves, you know, like, I mean, there's a million stories like that. I mean, it's
that is so awful.
The path of destruction that she left is amazing. Devastating, awful, diabolical. She is the fucking worst.
Wow. She's not in the US, so I don't know. Anybody that's listening outside the US, I think you got to keep your eyes out.
We don't know.
She's not. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, she's probably not in the US because she's on the FBI most wanted list, you know? And I like to think people think our FBI is good. But I mean, she could be anywhere. She could be any place that we normally go. I mean, who knows? She could be in Mexico. She could be in Costa Rica.
Those are good places.
Canada.
Not a good place. Yeah.
Canada? What you got against Canada?
No, I just don't think it's a good place to hide.
Oh, okay. I'm like, really?
Like, doesn't seem like the best place to hide to me.
Yeah.
Costa Rica,
Well,
Guatemala, Colombia.
yeah. I mean, I think if she's smart, she's going there because it seems like she has an affection for the Mediterranean. And, they were talking about someone who, like, there's a whole ton to it. They're trying to piece together like photographs of other places where she's been so that maybe they can find her.
Yeah.
Like, there's only 10,000 super yachts. So if she's just doing that, they can listen, people are paid. They have got nothing better to do than to figure out who's on every single one of those yachts.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe she
they
is on a
can,
yacht somewhere.
yeah, maybe they can figure her shit out and get her. I mean,
You know what? That would be the probably best place for her, in the sea.
super yacht. She's going to be doing something that was like the lifestyle that she liked,
Right. Right. Wowzers.
Yeah. So I will keep you posted. I mean, yeah, we'll all find out. It'll make a ton of headlines because she is the only woman on the FBI's most wanted list.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a big thing.
I don't know if they'll find her. Maybe eventually.
Don't kill the dream, Tab.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully they do.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah, hopefully they do. All right. Well, thanks for that, Gretchy.
You're welcome.
She said it was lighthearted, but not.
Oh, well, just no one got murdered.
I know, that's good. Except they killed themselves, so they kind of did.
I know. I almost didn't say that, but it's true.
I know. And hopefully you didn't say committed suicide.
I
because
didn't.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't.
Okay,
I didn't say that. I
Okay.
did not say that. I caught myself, even
Okay.
though I might have had an alcoholic beverage today. I'm
You
thinking
did good.
clearly.
Okay.
I also took all my vitamins. I'm with
Great.
it.
Ginkgo biloba. I need to
fire.
start taking that.
Oh my God, you so do.
I do, you guys. I
Words getting around.
really,
You have bad memory.
I have this bad thing where I cannot remember people's faces. And I kind of think it's because I moved here and I met so many people all at once, and I'm still meeting people. And so everybody runs together in my brain, and I'm on like overload most of the days. Right. So like, I don't know. So I can't remember people. And if I don't remember you, it's definitely not because I'm a bitch. I promise.
I think we need to like have a word for it though. Like something that sounds like amnesia, like not a bitchesia. Like I'm not a bitch. I have the amnesia.
It's almost like RBF, but it's not. It's like some like word, like it's like an acronym.
Yeah.
That means I'm really nice, but like my husband's like, it's like narcolepsy, but not, right? It's like, I'm like, yes, like that. I've got something.
That's okay. Someone just told me they had a long conversation with my husband about something. And I came home and was like, oh, hey, you remember talking about this? And he was like, no.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I'm like that also. I think we both need to take the ginkgo biloba.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you all for tuning in. We, most of you know we have a second episode on Thursdays. And if you haven't checked it out yet, please do. You can click on our Clink Clink Club on Apple if you listen there. Or you could go to patreon.com/Housewives of True Crime, and you can hear us on Thursdays. It's more, I don't know, you get deeper into Gretchen and I. We tell you our deepest, darkest secrets. And Gretchen tells a crime every single month, but every week we talk about like stuff that's happening currently. Please follow us on YouTube if you have not done so yet. And all of our social media. On Facebook, we have a private Facebook group called Housewives of True Crime Group, where we interact with you. So if you want more of us, catch us there and email us any cases that you may want us to cover. We take suggestions.
Or post them in the group. I
you like group?
Too.
I like email better, but post in both places.
Yeah. So if you depends who you want to do it.
Yes.
If you want me to do it,
if you
post it in the group. If you want Tab to do it, email it.
Yeah, post it, Gretchen, in the group. Tab, email.
We can't promise it's going to go that way, but that's more likely how it's going to go.
Yeah, true. All right. And that's it for today. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. We appreciate all of you and all your listening capabilities. Please tell your friends about us. Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.